speakers, our friend Professor Manjeet Singh, Dean College of Technology, Ludhiana, and Dr. K. Inkarsal. So two speakers will be there, and after that, after their presentation, we will have discussion. So without wasting time, I request Dr. Syed to proceed ahead. And once again, I welcome you all for this very, very important webinar of AAAE. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Indramani. Actually, we had till now Dr. Sidhu, TBS Rajput on the first session. Second session, we had Chandrasekhar Barsavle and Ravi Pratap Singh. That's the second session. Third session, we had Rakesh Sharda and Dr. Srinivasulu Ali. And today we are going to have two speakers. One is from the university, another one is from the NABARD. So I think I will request Viswanathan to introduce Dr. Manjeet Singh.
Yes, sir.
In brief.
Thank you, sir. Professor Manjeet Singh started his career as assistant professor in 1996 at Punjab Agriculture University, Ludhiana. He has operated 18 externally funded research projects and worth rupees 30 crores funded by various funding agencies. He has developed 30 machineries and technologies. Of them, 22 machines and technologies are recommended to the farmers, and 3 technologies are licensed to 126 manufacturers. He has total about 340 publications, including 101 research papers, 64 books, 66 proceedings, then attended 25 international conferences in different countries, availing the traveling grant from various government agencies supporting such international travel. He has contributed as a technical committee member in preparing the standard operating procedures for use of drone with pesticides and spraying soil and crop nutrients that's released by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and also in the Punjab state. He is an active member and fellow in many professional societies, including American Society of Agricultural and Biological Engineers. He has received many awards, to mention a few. NRDC Award for Development of Superstar Management System, Team Award from Gurdev Singh Push Foundation, and a citation from the Honorable Governor of Punjab. Received some Team Award and Jyoti Award from ISAE. He has organized 8th Asian Conference on Precision Agriculture in 2019, and currently is Dean College of Agriculture Engineering and Technology. With his initiative, PAU is starting a School of Digital Innovations for Smart Agriculture, under which 2 new courses, Master of Technology in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science in Agriculture, and PG Diploma in Robotics and Mechatronics for Agriculture will be offered. Also, with his efforts, PAU is conducting remote pilot training course with the Ministry of Civil Aviation. Interestingly, it's noted that he has undergone a certificate course in French language, and he is also a licensed drone pilot instructor approved by the Ministry of Civil Aviation. So today he is available with us to give a talk on mechanization and automation for irrigation water management. Let us listen to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Viswanathan, for the nice introduction. So first I will share my presentation. So is it visible?
No.
Yeah, no, something is open.
Your
Next.
screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Very senior colleagues, respected colleagues, Dr. Gajendra Singh ji, Dr. Indra Mani ji, Dr. Sayyid Ismail, and all. My presentation is on mechanization and automation for irrigation water management. As I'm basically from the machinery side, mechanization side, so that's why I chosen my topic very much near to this mechanization, but for the irrigation water management. So first of all, I will discuss that what is the status of Punjab groundwater or situation, current status or situation of this Punjab groundwater. So as total irrigated area in Punjab is 41 lakh hectares, in which 72% is irrigated by groundwater and 11.55 or lakh hectare or 28% is irrigated by canal water. So number of tube wells were in 1960-61 only 0.26 lakhs. So increased to about 15 lakhs in 2023-24. So it means one tubewell is extracting groundwater from about 7 acres of land. This annual groundwater extraction is 27.66 billion cubic meter, but this recharge is only 20 billion cubic meter. So that is deficit of almost 31%. So overall, especially 71% of the recharge worthy area falls under overexploited category, with only, you can say, 18% categorized as safe. So this is very alarming situation. Groundwater depth levels in state, as it is divided in 6 categories. Very shallow, which is 0.2 meters, so that is 2% area. Shallow is 9%, moderately shallow 13%, moderately deep, that is 26%, and then this deep, that is 20 to 40 meter, that is 45%, and very deep, that is more than 40 meter, is 5%. So in this situation, the major culprits or drivers for this groundwater depletion is rice wheat cropping system, which is having water requirement in the range of 180 to 200 centimeter. So this is the situation of Punjab groundwater. Now what PAU is doing in this direction, or the PAU's water efficient technologies and cropping alternatives. So first is that water smart short duration varieties. So as PR 126, PR 121, 128, 131. So they all contribute, or the total area under these varieties is 74% in 2024. So which saves 15 to 20% irrigation water than PUSA varieties. Then there is optimizing in the date of transplanting. So that was done 10 June to 20 June. So in this, water saving around 1.9 billion cubic meter, and then further 20 June to 25 June. So more saving of 0.5 billion cubic meter. That is due to lowering evaporation rates later in the season. So then there is another technique, that is DSR, direct seeding of rice. So this saves about 10 to 20% of saving in irrigation water, besides 10 to 12% increase in groundwater recharging as compared to transplanting of rice crop. So this is also a good technique, is being adopted. So this adoption of DSR is medium, basically it is recommended by the university in medium to heavy textured soils. That is ideal for DSR, and this area under DSR increased up to 2.53 lakh acres, that is 48% more as compared to 1.7 lakh acres in 2023. So then the laser land leveling. So this is fine leveling of land, saves 10 to 15% water along with other advantages, but smaller plots are recommended to be prepared by the farmers. Then there is another technique, raised bed planting. So this is transplanting is done on beds, but in heavy textured soils. Then alternate wet and drying. So AWD technique, which is in which continuous standing of water up to 2 weeks of transplanting, then followed by irrigation alternately after 2 days when ponded water has infiltrated into the soil. So it also saves about 10 to 15% of water. Then shift to alternate cropping system, as rice wheat is having water requirement in the range of 180 to 200 centimeters. If we sow basmati rice wheat rotation, then there is this water requirement is 140 centimeters. That saves 25% water. Basmati rice covered about 21% area under rice in 2024. Another this alternative cropping pattern is cotton, wheat, mustard. That takes only 90 to 80 centimeter of this water requirement. So there is 50% water saving. Then maize, raya, potato, summer moong. It is taking 100 to 107 centimeter. There is 40% saving. Arhar wheat only taking 70 centimeters, 60% water saving. Sugarcane 90 to 115 centimeter is also a promising alternative crop. Then agroforestry. So this popular based in which wheat is also there as intercrop that requires 150 centimeter water, and eucalyptus based only having 100 centimeter. So these alternative cropping system or pattern were recommended by the university for the water saving. Then underground pipeline system. So this having lesser conveyance losses of water along with minimal maintenance and increase the area under cultivation. So this is now recently being used by the farmer. Then flood system to drip irrigation. This saves 15 to 60% water. In maize, wheat, moong under drip irrigation is 84 centimeter. So that saves 28%. So total area under drip is not much, but only 52,000 hectare in Punjab and in mainly in horticulture crops. So then rational use of poor quality water for irrigation, as in southern part of Punjab. So there is poor quality water. So only salt tolerant crops like barley, wheat, mustard, guar, spinach, turnip, sugar beet, and millets. These are recommended. Cotton is sensitive, especially at the germination stage. So this can be sown by ensuring proper germination using canal water during pre-sowing irrigation. And then poor quality water can also be mixed with canal water, which is available in these districts. So if EC of irrigation water is ranging from 2000 to 4000 micromoules per centimeter, and residual sodium carbonate is between this 2 to 5 milli. Okay, I forgotten what is ME. So per liter. So then last is ET. IoT or thermal based irrigation scheduling. So on this area, research is going on in the university, so which saves about 10 to 15% of water saving. So this then some machines used for all these recommendations or all these techniques. So as a laser land leveler is already very popular now in Punjab, almost whole Punjab has been laser leveled. So there is new technique in this leveling, that is GPS or GNSS based land leveler. So these are now adopted by the farmers. So there is high accuracy and high performance because this is on the satellite based system, easy operation, supports both horizontal and slope modes. So this technology is being adopted by the farmers. DSR machine. So this is having spraying attachment. So PAG recommended in 2015 this machine. So this can be used for both crops, paddy and wheat. And there is also spraying attachment for the spraying of pre-emergence herbicides. So tractor power is 35 horsepower. Field capacity is about 1 acre per hour. So benefits is 5% more yield in paddy and better this water control, and then manual. Yeah, so in spraying is also done with this machine. So then ridge planter for maize. So this is making ridges along with planting of the maize. So 45 horsepower tractor is required. So capacity is 1 acre per hour. Water saving is 20 to 25%. So when we make ridges or these beds, there is water saving in the range of 20 to 30%. So this raised bed planter, so this is also having saving in water 40 to 50%, saving in cost 45 to 50%. There is this machine which is used for the carrot and onion planting on beds. So this was recommended by the university in 2014. So this is having number of rows 12, power required 35 to 50 horsepower, capacity is 1 acre per hour. So then bed planter cum seeder, pneumatic planter, bed former cum plastic mulcher. So these machines were recommended as pneumatic planter was recommended in 2022 by the university, and then this bed former cum plastic mulcher, this was recommended in 2013 by the university. So tractor horsepower is about 45 horsepower, and all these machines are used for the different crops. Then vegetable transplanting on beds. So this is vegetable transplanter. Vertical cup type mechanism is there. So bed making along with transplanting of plug type seedlings like tomato, chili, and brinjal.
इसमें लगभग 50 यात्री हैं। उनमें से अधिकतर व्यापारी या कारोबारी हैं। सभी लोग राजधानी के बाजारों में बेहतर चीजें बनने
number of
विशेष
machines or
उन जीवन को बेचकर जिन्हें शहर में पाना असंभव हो गया है।
There is some sound. Doctor sir, what you were saying?
I said if you can tell the number of machines being used or area covered by these machines you are mentioning.
Okay. So my rough guess is that this maize planter may be approximately 700, 800 machines might be there. And then this carrot planter is about 500 machines might be there. And then this pneumatic planter is now going to be popularized, so maybe 150 machines will be there. Then this bed planter cum seeder, only 100 machines may be there. And then vegetable transplanter is recommended recently, and very small area under vegetable transplanting or vegetables, so maybe some 50 machines may be there. Then this tractor operated drip laying machine. So this was also recommended in 2022. So this can lay drip this line or drip laying machine. So this can be used for the drip laterals for the required depths up to 30 centimeter with adjustable row to row spacing up to 75 centimeter. Power source is 45 horsepower or above, and then number of rows 2. So field capacity is about 0.1 hectare per hour. So cost saving is 61%. So these machines are not so much popular. So maybe 5-10 machines may be there. So this is the status of these machines. Then automation in this irrigation system. So this recently our paper has been published in Irrigation Science, IoT and sensor based autonomous irrigation system. So this module works on long range wide area network or LoRaWAN, in the name of LoRaWAN, this technology. This controls the irrigation requirement by monitoring the soil moisture, and then through the low power wide area network communication system. So it saves about 9 to 11% of water used for the rice and wheat crops. Hardware platform is very much affordable for medium and small fields. So this is some views of this. Then IoT and sensor-based irrigation scheduler. This work is being done in the Department of Agronomy. So they are also they have installed the system in the campus as well as one in Sangrur district. So they are optimizing all these things, and then irrigation scheduling for rice and wheat crops. Then this is AI-based modeling of groundwater depth by proving input data like this area under different crops, then tubal density and rainfall. So these two types of model, MLR machine learning, and then ANN, artificial neural networks. So this actual depth is being calculated for this groundwater depth. Then there are some freeware mobile apps for precision agriculture. So these are available. One Soil free app for precision farming. So this is co-founders are from Savald Hanin and Slava Mezai. So this was started in 2014. So this is monitor crops, add nodes, check the weather forecast, and calculate nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Then there is another app which is EOS crop monitoring app. So this is by US Data Analytics USA. So this is digital PA tool to help farmers remotely assess the health of their crops, scouting, soil testing. There is one this very now recent app and a very I think useful app, that is Farmonaut. So Farmonaut Technologies Private Limited by Bangalore. So this is for the satellite-based crop monitoring, carbon footprinting, and crop insurance purpose. So this app is very useful. They are giving package to the farmers like rupees 200 per month. This is for the one farm of 1 hectare, and satellite widgets are 6 per month. Then there is another package that is rupees 500 per month. This is for the 5 farms of 1 hectare. So widgets are daily almost 30 per month. So this is satellite-based monitoring and AI-driven insights, real-time crop health tracking, precision irrigation, then integrating remote sensing and machine learning supports data-driven decision making. Even AI delivers tailored insights, real-time data. So this is very important app. So this can be very low cost also. So this can be used by the farmers or can be validated by the universities. So there is one success story in my district. So that is that I want to share here, that there is Diggy scheme in Shri Ganganagar, Rajasthan. So in this canal water available with Varabandi system. So there is only canal water. So with Varabandi. So water shortage, especially from April to June months. So for this farmer dig this diggy with minimum filling capacity of 4 lakh liters and above. So this is a government scheme. Subsidy is given if that capacity, minimum capacity is 4 lakh liters. And then state government is providing 75 to 80% subsidy. So 0.5 hectare land is required by the farmers, and but it is viable for 4 hectare of land. Water is applied. There is one shortcoming in this, that water is applied through flood irrigation method. But farmer must be encouraged to use micro irrigation system along with solar based system. So then this will be a really success story for using canal water. Then there was one news AI-driven experiment for sugarcane crop. So in Baramati's AI-driven farming experiment, they offer key lesson for Indian agriculture. So this is program has increased sugarcane yield by up to 40% and reduction of cost by 30%. So Microsoft, Fasal, KVK Baramati, and Agriculture Development Trust, they are the collaborators in this technology to develop this technology. And this technology is used as traditional data of field and crop, then weather and soil data by the sensor, satellite-based map my crop, and AI algorithm. So by using all these system or technologies or collaborators, they have increased yield of sugarcane by 40% and reduced cost by 30%. So we have to learn from these type of examples. Then as we already shared that this School of Digital Innovation for Smart Agriculture recently launched in PAU. So this is objectives are mainly for the teaching and then research also. So these are some futuristic research areas for the development of digital agriculture. So this will be the type of research will be conducted under this school. And new courses as Master of Technology in AI and DS in Agriculture, PG Diploma. So these two courses from this current session or coming session from June, we are starting these two programs and research also. So that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Manjeet Singh. Very interesting. Anybody has questions? Dr. Manjeet Singh, you can
Professor
Top
Singh.
shadow, yeah.
Professor Singh has a question.
Yeah. Manjeet,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you very much. I'm very impressed that you have started a school of digital innovation for smart agriculture.
Right.
Which departments are participating in the university and how it is starting? What is the response?
Sir, as this is precision agriculture or this is multidisciplinary, so all the departments having one or two faculty members will be involved in this, starting from our computer science department. So 4 or 5 faculty members will be from there. Then from farm machinery 1 or 2, soil and water 1 or 2, then agronomy 1, and similarly plant pathology. So from related departments, 1 or 2 faculty members will be involved in this school.
So
This
when
is
does it start?
already approved by the academic council, and
Okay.
recently we received about 2 crore funding from the state government. So we are procuring all the instruments or all these latest gadgets from this grant, and we are starting these 2 programs as Master of Technology and PG Diploma from the coming season in the month of June, July. So this is our planning.
And how about this Farm on Ot? This app available from Bangalore it seems to be very attractive. How is the response of farmers?
There are many farmers connected, but they are not sharing this. But I think that what they are claiming that many farmers are approaching and using this app.
I think this could be a good item for subsidy, no?
No, in this, I think there is no
Because
need of.
rather
Is
than
a
giving for free irrigation and all that, so whatever the savings comes from water pumping, okay,
Yeah.
government can pay for this thing rather than free electricity.
Yes.
Okay.
okay. Dr.
This.
Uday Kotke.
Mhm.
Dr. Uday,
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
short question, please. Yeah.
Actually, short question. He already answered that he has a coordinated efforts because the university is making coordinated efforts including all the disciplines. So partly he has answered. I just have a query whether those implements which you have developed will also be taken together with the IoT irrigation scheduling to the farmers field, or what is the plan?
Because these are under research R&D phase, so definitely we will try to recommend for the farmers in maybe one or after 1 or 2 years. So, but yeah, R&D is going on, and we have very encouraging results. 10 to 15% water saving is there. So, and affordable, as low cost, affordable for the small and medium farmers.
Thank you.
Okay. Whether those sensors will be applied to the machines developed also, because for irrigation
I
is
think
already there.
I think he cannot reply that. I think we both of us know. I think let's not put him in the. That is a question to be answered. Next question,
Only sir
Ramesh.
GPS. Only GPS. Only GPS can be used. Smaller GPS, as Dr. Syed has already done some work in this one small GPS for the happy seeder machine, so that GPS can be used for other machines also.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Ramesh ji, Kanwar ji. Dr. Ramesh Kanwar. You have to unmute yourself. You can speak. You can speak now. Speak. I cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Okay. Suresh Kulkarni, short question,
Sir,
please.
yes,
Yeah.
please. It's very, very interesting, and I am very much impressed by the developments there. I just wanted to know what about the sprinkler irrigation? Because since yesterday, drip irrigation is very becoming popular. How about sprinkler irrigation? That too, mechanized sprinkler irrigation. That is one. And we are talking about water saving. I heard that Punjab government has a scheme, "Pani bachao, paise kamao," something like that. You know, so to encourage farmers to use less water.
Suresh, sorry to interrupt. Question on the topic what the speaker has talked till now, you can ask. Rest of the
Yeah,
things we'll have a separate
that's
session for discussion because he has
no.
not talked about the topic. He will not be able to reply.
Yeah, please, Mr. Saeed, Professor Saeed, I humbly request you. This is totally related to this topic. When we talk about
What I meant is what he delivered the
yeah,
talk.
yeah,
Only
yeah,
on that
yeah,
question
yeah.
you ask, please.
Yeah, it is related to pumping, water saving. When we call it water saving, where that water is used. That's my simple question. And how many farmers are, how much area is under AWD in Punjab? That's it. Thank you so much for the time and opportunity.
That's Suresh. As your first question is related with micro sprinkler or sprinkler irrigation, so this is not popular in Punjab. If we talk about micro irrigation, then drip system is popular, but mainly in horticulture crops. For the sprinkler system is not much popular because I think this technology is mainly used where there is this undulating field, maybe some smaller this like in Rajasthan situation. So undulated, so maybe this technology is used there. So in Punjab, it's not much popular. Drip irrigation is there, but mainly flood irrigation or ridges or bed plantings. All these techniques are being used. AWD is also now going to be popularized. As for this earlier, this awareness was not there. Farmer was thinking that this flooding is required for the flooding is must for the rice crop. But now farmers are being aware that this AWD technique is very good technique with the water saving. So now farmers are adopting this technology.
Thank you. Dr. Ramesh Kanwar?
Good morning. Can you hear me now?
Yes, louder.
Manjeet, excellent presentation.
Thank you,
Even I was not aware of all these new technologies PU has developed, but thank you. Thank you for educating us. I have a couple of short questions. One is, are you seeing any environmental damages due to weed damage for the kind of when you plant rice on ridges?
rice on ridges, then what is the environmental issue?
Yeah, especially, are you seeing any excess weed growth that you have to use some kind of weedicide for rice planting?
Yes, definitely, because when we use this rice on ridges or DSR, so there is this weed problem is there. But now, as weedicides are being used or recommended or introduced, so yes, definitely this environmental issue by using weedicide is there. But there, I don't think any study is there that environmental issue by using herbicide is or weedicide is there. So this is this
And
is
my last question would be, I think you gave some data that how many lakh acres are used for each of these new technologies under irrigation in Punjab. Have you got some systematic database that what percent of farmers are using each of these new technologies, like new rice varieties or digging ponds from canal irrigation, etc.? So if that database is there, we can kind of put the things together that due to these new technologies, new intervention by PAUs, so much water savings are taking place.
Yes. So sir, is in this, as far as varieties are concerned, as I already shared in my slides, that 74% area is under these PR varieties, so which are recommended by the university. So this is also saving water as well as other resources, lesser this straw load. So under this PR varieties. And then basmati also, then 25% area is under basmati crop. Then as you were saying, diggy like pond scheme. So this I was sharing for the one district in Rajasthan. This is not popular in Punjab, but because that is my district, so I yes. So, but very popular. This Diggy scheme is very popular in Rajasthan or Ganganagar. So, but they are using again flood irrigation. So, but they should or they must use micro irrigation system based upon solar system. So then there will be real benefits of this technology.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. There's one short question from Rakesh. I would like to tell you after the second speaker, I'd like to tell about 5-10 minutes about what are the next meetings we are going to have, webinar, what is the plans we are going to have. So all of you are requested to stay there in the meeting because some decisions we'll make. Now the question from Rakesh.
It's not
please.
actually the question. Good evening to everyone. It's not actually the question. I just supplement the information. Around 16 to 1700 reservoirs are there in the Canal Command areas of Southwest Punjab, where the government has put up a subsidy scheme for these farm level reservoirs, particularly the community reservoirs. It's like for 10 acres, 1 hectare for around 2.5 hectares. It is 1 hectare pond can be constructed through the government subsidy, and the farmers are utilizing this service because moreover you cannot pump water directly from the canal. So if you want to store the water from the canal, some reservoir has to be made, and then only you can pump the water from that reservoir for your fields. And of course the farmers of Southwest Punjab who are doing this in conjunction with drip irrigation system are able to raise their both the crops, that is quinoa, the crop of the area, and the other is the cotton. They can raise both in a very well-to-do fashion. Thank you. That's only I want to say.
Thank you, Dr. Sharda, to support me because I was not having this information. Maybe this pond, maybe the village pond, in this reservoir.
Not the village pond. It's at the individual level. As I told you that it's for 25. It's like a community water tank, which is subsidized 100% by the government.
Okay.
Under the NHM scheme or Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, the centrally sponsored scheme.
Right.
Okay. Thank you very much, all of you. Next, I would like to call the next speaker, Dr. Viswanathan. Can you introduce the next speaker, please?
Yes, sir. Today's next speaker is Dr. K. Inkarsal. He is Chief General Manager, Project Finance Department at NABARD Head Office, Mumbai. Dr. Inkarsal attained his BSc in Horticulture from Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Coimbatore, and followed by his Masters and PhD during 1990 to 96 at Indian Agricultural Research Institute, New Delhi, by availing ICR fellowships. He worked on greenhouse cultivation of roses and post-harvest studies on cut roses. He preferred to join NABARD in 1996 than the agricultural research system. In NABARD, he worked at various levels in head office, Mumbai, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu on project management and appraisals, natural resource management, and livelihood management. He was in charge of project management unit to implement Indo-German natural resource management projects in northern, eastern, and northeastern region states. He was vice president of NAPCONS, a subsidiary of NABARD got tagged more than 1 lakh rural godowns and cold storages and geotagging. Is currently managing assets worth rupees 1.25 lakh crores in the areas of irrigation, micro irrigation, river linking, drinking water, seafood, revenue, renewable energy, infrastructure, transport, market infrastructure, roads, sanitary system, and many others. During his studies, school days and college days, he was an active sportsman and athlete, and also was sports secretary at IRI during his study in the campus. So today he is delivering a talk on irrigation projects and their socio-economic importance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. First of all, I may have to thank, and I think I am very happy to meet Dr. Gajendra Singh. I'm also thankful to Dr. Syed for introducing me into this group. And Dr. Indramani is, of course, I'm very proud to have my college mate as a vice chancellor. Then, Dr. Venkat and Dr. Viswanathan. In fact, I think I am also looking for one Dr. Pitam Chandra, who was my advisory during my research. So I just want to make one brief statement that, I am not neither an engineer nor a banker. In fact, I studied agriculture and horticulture, maybe a floriculture. That was the time, during 90, there was a boom in floriculture industry. So I thought I should go for a floriculture. So I studied floriculture under the guidance of Dr. N.K. Dadlani. After that, I just joined NABARD. I'm just, standing in front of you, maybe after a very rich presentation, scientific presentation by Dr. Manjeet. I think I am thankful to him. In fact, we as a NABARD, I was also looking into the infrastructure project. We are, supporting central pivot in irrigation system through PAU. I think this is being implemented through the Department of Soil and Water Conservation. It's a government, and we have given a grant assistance, and that is also being implemented. Probably, I think I will be in a position to share some of the details of that also, maybe later. So coming to my topic, socio-economic and environmental aspects of irrigation projects. So maybe to start with the tempo, I think I just want to say a few numbers. Maybe it's all available in the public. I think, we are rich in water. Still, we are, we say that, our agriculture is rain-fed. So when we have a share of 22%, I think, we are very rich. So how we can allocate, how we can, budget the water resources is very, very key for us to have a kind of a contribution from agriculture so that, the GDP grows faster. Then 90% of our groundwater which we are exploiting, I think it's only for irrigation. And maybe some people can contest this because many cases it is being used for industry in the name of agriculture. So maybe to avoid some tax or whatever it is. But this is also available in the public. Then we are having only 55% of the net zone area on irrigation. Whereas, having a kind of a copious rainfall we have, I think we are supposed to, irrigate entire area. So that is being reflected in our next point that, only 62% of the irrigation potential is being used. So even, whatever the irrigation projects which we have implemented, the tail ends are not getting water. Maybe only during the obvious monsoon time, probably they will be getting water. So the delivery system, the water supply chain is also being, not being properly maintained. Then efficiency of irrigation system. So before efficiency, I would like to point out that the cropping pattern. I think wherever we find a water, then we are going for the water guzzling crops rather than going for the requirement, the market demand, whatever the crop the market is demanding. Then, micro irrigation, I think even in micro irrigation, we are having only 80% efficiency. So that is too bad. Because probably, our water quality and is not good. That could be the reason. And whatever are probably we are getting the subsidy. So that's why the importance of the micro irrigation systems are not being used properly, so that the only that is going to achieve only 80% of the efficiency. Next slide, please. Yeah. So coming to put a broad picture, because I am not a agriculture scientist now. Maybe I studied agriculture, but I am working in a policy kind of a framework system. That is what is NABARD. NABARD does a lot of policy input to government. So I think we all know that our country is growing in a very faster phase. I think we are posting almost 6 to 7% of GDP. Maybe the fastest growing economy. We are planning to overtake number 2 or number 3 in a very near future by 2030. But the the pain point is agriculture, because the agriculture GDP is always ranging from 3 to 4%. Maybe sometimes it slips down to 1.5%. How it is happening. So just I thought I will bring to the notice of the August gathering how agriculture and how the irrigation area is influencing the overall contribution to the GDP by agriculture. So if you kindly see in this table, whichever state which is very predominant agriculture, they are contributing more to their state the gross domestic product on a higher scale. So including Andhra Pradesh, because most of the industries and other things are now gone to the Telangana. So if you look at the Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, all these are all contributing more. Madhya Pradesh is contributing more. Probably they are more focusing on only agriculture. So the other sectors are not contributing. Then if we link that with the net irrigated area, they are definitely scoring kind of a high irrigated area in case of Madhya Pradesh. I think the last 2 government is contributed a lot to agriculture. Probably Madhya Pradesh is going to overtake even the other wheat producing states, and they are going for a very massive irrigation projects. Probably I may get a chance to discuss 1 or 2 projects in my further slides. Some states, if we even the irrigated area is less. I for my comfort, I take Tamil Nadu. I think the irrigated area is less, but still they are contributing more to the GDP of agriculture, GDP to share in the overall state GDP. How it is? Because they are going for the cross diversification, they are going for the irrigation efficiency. Because not because they are willingly going, maybe because they are forced to go because they don't have a water. So that way, there could be a compulsion through which in the crop diversification takes place, and the crop diversification yields more, and it also contributes to the state economy. And in case the state economy grows, definitely it can go into the national economy. So then the last slide, I think last column, I just want to make 1 or 2 points here. I think some of the farm income could be a kind of, dependent on the policy. I just hear, not into any political statement, but if you look at Punjab, I think is it going to withstand? Because, once the MSP or something is taken up, whether the farm income could be to this level. So that's the point which we should look into. So it is going to have a kind of a challenging time in future if the income is not resilient on its own strength. The crops produced are, market driven, crop produced are exported, crop products are having a very industrial application. Probably, these crops are coming, this income is coming probably because of the irrigation, and they grow some cereals, and they are getting MSP support. So this is my personal view, and I think I welcome any of the other alternative views on this. But there is no other kind of explanation supports the farm income in some of the states, which are purely driven by paddy and wheat system. Next slide, please. So before going into this particular thing, I just I missed in my presentation, of course, I have made a little bit corrections on social aspects. Partly, I think that thanks to Dr. Manjeet Singh, he has covered it also. So it is purely my experience because I was implementing NRM projects. I just want to make 4 or 5 pointers here. Praising water. This holds good when we are going for a water harvesting structures, especially in undulated areas. So in the ridge area, whenever we are constructing some irrigation structures, the aquifers are getting fed by the water harvesting structures in the ridge areas, whereas the ridge area farmer is losing his land and also giving water to the valley. So how it is being praised? If this kind of a trend continues, and our own experience, the farmer who lives in the ridge, he may not maintain the structure. If he is not maintaining the structure, it has a cascading effect. In the sense that too, especially during this climate change area times, the water flow may not, the existing infrastructure may not support the water flow. And it may also carry a lot of load, and the kind of a system which we have, the water storage systems we have, it will not be holding the water which is are supposed to hold. Most of the dam which are filled with sand and silt, mainly because the ridge valley farmers are not maintaining the structures. It is allowed to flow, it is allowed to carry the soil. When it gets into, then the dam and other ponds and other things are getting filled. Then who will maintain? When the water body is filled, who will maintain? I think Dr. Rakesh was telling about his experience in somewhere in the Punjab and Rajasthan area. They are coming out with some projects. In fact, many state governments now, they are realizing this importance. I think they are starting with the public, but ultimately each and every individual community should own up. Some hand is rising. Should I continue, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Mr. Kulapalli?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I am not a kind of a what you call scientific speaker. So let me continue. Then after that, you can stop
No,
me.
you go ahead.
Okay.
No questions.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
questions allowed.
So, many states now, public has already started. Public in the sense, the state government. They started, encouraging the farmers to go for farm ponds. Some of the traditional systems, like, cascading dam in the Deccan Plateau, the river is, when it's in the peak monsoon season, the river carries beyond the holding capacity of the river path. So the water spills over. Whatever the water spills, it gets into a nearby water body. Then the water body is getting connected to the downstream, so many other sub water bodies. That system is now broken because of our developmental initiatives. There will be a lot of roads and other things which have cut across that. That is the reason some of the states nowadays we are finding a flash floods. And except Bihar, in all other states, I think we should not have flash floods. Because Bihar, we all understand Kosi River changes its path, so there could be a floods. But even in the drought-prone states also, we are having this kind of issues. Then now after the state, probably I think the individuals also get into action so that they can maintain the water bodies. If they have to maintain the water bodies, then the water bodies should be relevant to them. Why it has to be relevant? Earlier we used to have a kind of a system wherein all the cattle they assemble in that water body, they drink water body. In kind of North India, the buffaloes, they get into the water bodies. So all those things are gone. So again, we may have to bring into those kind of system and also emphasize the relevance of water bodies. Then probably the water bodies will get into. Then pricing of commodities, which I have already told about, some of the cereals are getting MSP. Recently, some pulses are also getting into MSP, but the horticulture crops and other crops, probably they are not getting in. So, if the trend continues, we cannot control the farmer from, growing the kind of a water hustling plants. Then, land value. I think land value is the motivating factor of exploiting groundwater because the land value is higher in case it is having irrigation facilities. Then ultimately, I want to say that community orientation, because it's very much required, the natural resource management is not one individual's agenda. It has to be ideally a community-based agenda. So this is what I just want to share some of the aspects of social aspects with you, and it is also it's nothing in the public, but it's all our experience, not my individual experience. Rather, the officers in NABARD, we are implementing watershed. In fact, we have almost covered 2.4 million hectare of areas under watershed. So from that, I think I have said a few pointers. Now coming to next slide, I think slide number 4, if Dr. Ismail, if you can help me, slide number 4. Yeah. So economic parameters. This is again a challenge for a banker. I think when we are analyzing when we appraise the projects, the economic parameters, we are not having proper data. And, even if you look into the POP, the package of practices, is coming only up to the cultivation aspects in most of the universities' websites. But we don't have the economic aspects, like how much would be the what you call the sale value of the product. Even if we have the sale value of the product, the seasonal variations are there. So either case, with the limited available information, we are only doing the pre and post analysis, post development analysis. That is basically we start with the cropping pattern, because we anticipate that once the irrigation is created, the cropping pattern would change. It is inevitable. It is getting changed. And, in fact, the abrupt change of the cropping pattern is affecting the tail ends, because the tail end farmers definitely will not be able to get the water it was envisaged before planning the project. Then, crop yield. I think irrigation is not yield. In fact, irrigation is, spoiling the soil and also spoiling the yield. I think this kind of education should go to the farmers. Otherwise, the water is getting wasted, soil is getting eroded, soil is getting kind of what you call the problem of soils. Some issues with my presentation. Okay. I think I shared the presentation. Maybe we can share with others also. Then coming to the cost of cultivation, which I have already explained. Then cropping intensity, more water, more cropping intensity, not the scientific way of sustainable agriculture way of cultivation. I think once upon a time when I was studying my UG, there was a green manure crops. I am not able to find green manure crops anymore. Sun hemp, that's what we used to read earlier. So are we doing it? And once upon a time, the cereals and pulses, in between there is a pulse. But now I am seeing Pusa Jaldi is in a kind of a rice, which is enabling to another maybe cereal, not the pulse. That's the reason we are net importer of pulses from Kenya and other countries. We are not able to self-sustain the pulse production. So oil seed, of course, that is another story I want to add to this. So these things, at least I want to say pulse here, because pulse is, enriching the soil. And in fact, it removes the excess urea and other manure which is in the soil, so that the soil is free of the load of the manure. It will not add up the manure, and it will not lead to a soil quality. So then incremental profit, that is the area where we are, let me be very frank, and it's my personal opinion. When we want to sanction the projects, then we may have to put more profit and more income. Otherwise, none of the what you call the universities, they suggest what is the price of XY product, and they don't work on economics. But all the universities are having economics, all universities are having business courses. But why can't they go next step from POP to the entire economics of cultivation of crops? So that is one aspect which I would look into. Unless we understand how much is the profit, the water will not be, economically used. Water will be used as a free commodity. This is the point I just want to drive here. Next slide, please. So I have already said in many words about the negative impact of irrigated agriculture. I mean, the title is very misleading. I am saying I would put it as a over irrigated, not the irrigated. Irrigation is necessary. So, I already talked about how the soil is, over irrigation is spoiling the soil. So that is the one point in the first thing. Then next is, again, I don't want to get into a kind of a controversial statement, but in the free electricity. I think that is, luring the farmers to go for more tube wells. In fact, many of the farmers commit suicide because there's a failure in tube wells. So then, they are going for a kind of exploiting the water from the ground level, and that is going down. And when the groundwater goes down, and it gives a kind of a hard water into this, especially in the coastal areas. Then overuse of fertilizers. Again, we all know that the fertilizer, how we are in a policy, the subsidy. I think we are dominating more with the N fertilizer, nitrogenous fertilizers, and we may have to tell the farmers how it is going to degrade the soil. And of course, in a robust extension network is required. The extension network should reach out to the community first rather than going to the individual farmers. Then intensive farming is also another reason, because we also cannot eat more. We have to give rest to our body. That's why many times we go for upas. So that is the system. The land also requires some rest period. Water pollution is one more dangerous thing, that it adds to the the degradation of water bodies, and also the fauna and flora which is in the water bodies. That results into habitat destruction, and also when it is destroying the habitats of a beneficial insects and pests, insects not pests, then it is automatically leading to a outbreak of lot of pests. Now there was a discussion about whitefly attack in coconut, in the most of the coconut growing areas. It is purely a irrigation issue. It is nothing related to the pest. In fact, the coconut trees are not having the microclimate with the kind of irrigation facilities. Either they over irrigate and build humidity, or they under irrigate. Both the cases, the coconut palm gets a sweeter taste of sap, cell sap, which attracts the whitefly. So it is being discussed in a very many state assemblies also. So some of the problems of pest and disease outbreak is actually emanating from the irrigation system. This aspect we may have to talk. So there is a kind of a link between irrigation engineering with the entomologist and pathologist. So this aspect we should have. There should be a collaboration of research leading to kind of leading to even control a holistic management of the crops. So that's what I want to say here. Next slide, please. Can I have next slide? Yeah. So I request you for a permission to talk few things about what NABARD does. So I studied agriculture, but in the NABARD, I am also slightly, having kind of a link with agriculture. So we are doing various projects. Rural road is very, very important, because we all talk about supply chain disruption. When Ukraine war is happening, when the Gulf war is happening, our products could not reach the European and also the America. So we call it as a supply chain disruption. But we never bothered to discuss about supply chain within our country, within agriculture field to the nearby market. So we have a connectivity. We talk about agriculture. I beg your pardon that irrigation area is 47.5 lakh hectare, not 475 lakh hectare. So we have done a micro irrigation. We are anchoring micro irrigation fund of Government of India, and we are sanctioning to the state governments, and the state government is sanctioning to various players, stakeholders. One important project under micro irrigation is in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. They have done a wonderful micro irrigation projects in Telangana, especially the Telangana Horticulture Mission. They are the major, beneficiaries of Government of India's fund. So in recent times, we are very happy to hear from UP as well as Rajasthan, they are interested to participate. And Haryana is also being sensitized. They are also interested to participate in micro irrigation fund. These areas, including Punjab, I think Punjab, we are giving a teaser by sanctioning a grant-based program of pivot central irrigation system, what Dr. Manjeet was talking about. So we are interested to give a little bit of pilots here and there so that the micro irrigation system picks up. So when irrigation comes, energy is very, very important, and that is also we are funding. Then social sector projects, we are talking about farm market yards and other things. Then we are also doing a little bit of green lending facility. I just want to make one small mention here that NABARD made the green taxonomy for our lending business. So our green taxonomy has been, forwarded to the DFS, Department of Financial Services, and Government of India is adding to other kind of what you call, they are modifying to make it to all over India's green taxonomy. I think here we forum like us should contribute contribute richly so that the green taxonomy document is very, very important for us and it will be very useful. Maybe universities also can take part in developing their green taxonomy in this region. So in green taxonomy, I think if we read the 4x4 report of Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, it talks about 4 ecological fragile regions and 4 components which are mainly temperature, water. So these 2, temperature and water, is being discussed in a very elaborate manner. So we may also, this forum can also try to lend some support system. I don't know how it would be, but to develop the green taxonomy with focus on water and the temperature, rising temperature. Next slide, please. Is another program through which we are sanctioning different projects. I think I talked enough. Now, otherwise it will become a NABARD marketing kind of a page. I will go to the next slide. Yeah, irrigation projects, where we have implemented, what are the important projects? Just I want to say, the recent one which we have appraised is the Eastern Rajasthan Canal project. It is a 5,000 crore project, which we are, the over carriage of Sambal River is getting diverted into Eastern Rajasthan. So, that's I'm very glad that both the states are agreeing, willing to participate in the river water sharing. Hope that can happen in Deccan also. So that's not happening in other states. But anyway, so that is one big project. So similarly, we are having Paliraja Jal Sanjeevani Yojana. That's in Maharashtra. It's a very big project. It's also around 6,000 crore. Then in Kerala, that is a very interesting. Kerala has started micro irrigation projects to cover all their plantation crops and other things. Then we are having Narmada Sipra. I think Narmada Sipra is a high-tech project with a SCADA system. How the Narmada water is lifted to one particular, high elevated place. From there, it is going only on a gravitational force. And in all other irrigation projects, we take the water to, the canal. But here, I think it's also going up to the farm. That is very, very important because, the canal to the farm is also having lot of seepage, lot of wastage of water. But here, we are piped water is going up to the farm. The Community Water Users Association, they manage the irrigation systems. Probably they are also charging a bit so that they can maintain the system. Then one more irrigation project, of course, it is talked in both the sides, that is Kaliswaram lift irrigation project. When the water is entering from Maharashtra, it's, I think, Godavari, the Krishna and Godavari, the water entering from Maharashtra, they flood the plain path of Andhra Pradesh during the peak flood. But Telangana was having only 30% of their irrigated area. 30% of the agriculture area is irrigated. Now it's a win-win. The water is being, diverted towards westward, and they are having a kind of irrigation system. That's what is Kaliswaram in a nutshell. Kindly, recall, last week there was a big shipment of paddy is exported to Philippines. Otherwise, only Andhra Pradesh used to produce paddy, and Telangana used to have that paddy. Now Telangana is exporting paddy. So that kind of a system can also take place in case we manage the river, which is otherwise entering into the sea. So other rivers, I think probably I need not go in elaboration. Next slide, please. So this is what I just explained already. Just to have some details about this Narmada Sipra multi-purpose lift irrigation project. How much area it is covered, what is the cost of the project, all those details. Maybe you can read later. Next slide, please. Command area. This is what Eastern, river linking project. Next slide, please. I talked about Kaleswaram project. Yeah. Next. We also anchor the Rural Infrastructure Development Fund, which is a shortfall of private sector lending by banks. What is that? In the sense, each bank is supposed to lend to some level of fund of their lendable resources to agriculture. If they don't lend, under private sector, if they don't lend, then that money is taken and they are, given to NABARD for developing rural infrastructure. The idea is, if the infrastructure is not developed, agriculture crop loan cannot move. So we are asked to develop the infrastructure. So some of the irrigation projects, number of irrigation projects where we have implemented all over, including Ladakh. Ladakh also we have done an irrigation project. It is a kind of what you call the conserving the ice formation, the avalanches. Conserving the avalanche so that the ice melts during the summer for irrigation. So there is a project. So we have almost footprints all over the country, and mostly, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka, they have taken a huge chunk of irrigation related projects. Of course, UP is getting in now. UP, especially that Son River in the UP and Bihar border. There is one place, Sonbhadra. There we are coming up with a very big project. So that is to take care of the Bundelkhand region and other regions. Next slide, please. So, I talked about some of the, what is the water requirement, then importance of water. Then I talked about some of the social aspects of water. Then I also talked about some of the constraints in planning and executing the projects. Then I was slightly, slightly deviated from the topic, talking about some NABARD projects. Now, I just want to summarize what is the way forward in irrigation. So the way forward, I just want to, not to distinguish between water and soil. I think the water is the prime important parameter deciding the soil health. And if the soil is not there, how much water you give, it is not going to, remove the moisture stress. So it can only, lead to more of problems rather than water use efficiency will not be addressed in case soil is not healthy. Then how to improve the soil? There are different ways. Government of India has come out with importance to zero tillage, organic farming, so many other natural farming, so many other things. So I just, wondering whether we can go and take back the Dr. Michael's irrigation book, and we can see that, how best we can go into the world systems. Then, integrated nutrient management, all those aspects, I think, in the sense, we have to focus soil. And if soil is good, then only, the water, what we apply is going to be more of use. So that is the first point. The second is climate resilient farming. I think we have some state governments already started implementing smart agriculture. Kera is in Kerala, Pokra in Maharashtra. So there are so many projects they're getting in. So they are also addressing only soil and water. Water is main component, but with the soil. So we have to go for a climate resilient farming systems. Then implementing efficient irrigation techniques. I think until unless we are not focusing on irrigation systems and irrigation techniques, probably the tail ends will not get the water. How huge the irrigation project you are going to implement, the tail end in the canal, they will not be getting the water. So efficient irrigation techniques, we have to couple with the irrigation projects. Then rainwater harvesting. I talked about the rainwater harvesting in the ridges. The farmers lose their land area. Whether any way to compensate that so that the valley farmer is getting the aquifer filled and they can do good agriculture practices. Then I just introduced one word, irrigation supply chain. I think this is very much important now in the future. I think in the irrigation supply chain is very much required. We have to develop that. That is nothing but from the source to the crop. I think that much details we may have to budget it and we have to, supply the water. Then strength of market linkages between farmers and consumers. Until unless farmer is not getting more income, farmer we can't stop farmer from removing some forest area and cultivate some more water hustling plants, and they have to increase their farm income. So they will be going for more intensive agriculture. So I would put it that ENAM kind of development which government of India has brought in, farmers producer organizations, all those things are going to have a kind of a saying in conserving the water in the near future. Next slide, please. I think it is the last. Yeah. Thank you very much. I think, I am an outliner and I am not the engineer or a kind of what you call the scientist. So I just would like to share what I have observed during my journey of 30 years in NABARD. So in case, it's not directly relevant to the today's evening's program, my apologies. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, dear friend. Very good, excellent presentation. I think many of us will be very happy to know about the how NABARD, especially you are not working with irrigation and you know so much about it. I think it's new for many people maybe. I will take the questions.
Wonderful presentation.
I will take the questions now. Dr. Gajan Singh.
Thank you very much, Inkarsal. Excellent presentation. I'm wondering how NABARD can work with the universities to develop your database. Because I think it will be an excellent program to use undergraduate students and graduate students to collect the basic information about agriculture all over the state or the area under the university command. It will be very useful for the university and also to NABARD, and then you can use that data for your project purposes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. NABARD is always in the academic council of various state universities. Our regional office, somebody is always involved there. But I fully agree with Professor Gajendra Singh. I think we have to actively participate in that. That's one. We are, we have started incubation centers in many agriculture universities. We have an incubation center in Kisar. We have incubation center in Tamil Nadu. We have incubation center in Andhra Pradesh. And so many other places also we are interested to start. Then we are also sponsoring best thesis in IRI and other agriculture colleges. The students whoever is, brought out a very good thesis, and a third party panelists, they are rating it. Then, coming to some of the projects, I think many of the agricultural buildings we are constructing. We are, sanctioning RIDF fund to construct many of the agricultural college buildings also. So we are very happy to be with many agriculture universities, because until unless we understand whatever I talk today, because of my interactions with my IRA colleagues working in various agriculture universities. Otherwise, sitting in Bombay, I can't talk about what is happening in Narmada, what is happening in Kerala. So, sir, your point is very valid. It is advice to us, and we are taking it very seriously. Thank you very much. Incidentally, our chairman and both the DMDs, they are the top 3 people. They are all from agriculture colleges. So that's the kind, and down below, who are all implementing major projects are from agriculture. Thank you.
Thank you. Kodiswara Rao, short question.
Sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening to all of you, sir. For a long time I'm seeing you. Thank you, Manjeet Singh, sir, for your presentation on the irrigation equipment, sir. One question, sir. You have not covered about the linear center pivoting system and linear motion irrigation system, sir.
That was
That
was done yesterday. Yesterday it was.
Is there any work going on in the linear center pivoting system? Because in Andhra Pradesh, one person is using it in 100 acres land. He has imported. If you have a smaller units like a linear motion irrigation system, small farmers can benefit in our western part of Andhra Pradesh, where the irrigation is required, and they can save labor and water, sir. And regarding, sir, in Inkarsal, sir, very good presentation, sir. You said about green manure. Andhra Pradesh is very much using green manure, sir. Usually from March to June, we put this PMDS, pre-monsoon dry sowing. We cover the soil. We put navadhanyas or more than 14, 15 kind of seeds. Use whatever that unseason rains we develop at the stage of 40, 50 days time. We cut it, use it, we mulch it and use it as a green manure, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And thank you for encouraging other states to follow the green manure practice. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Ramesh Kanwar.
Dr. Inkarsal, I don't know if I can pronounce your name very well.
Not easy, sir.
Thank you. It's an excellent presentation, and no question, just maybe a couple of comments. Having a socio-economist in this platform is a blessing. I think we technical people don't learn from them. I always used to say to my PhD students, if you want to pick up a thesis topic, you should listen to sociologists, socio-economic scientists. So I think you have highlighted some of the challenges facing agriculture, especially from the environmental point of view. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much. And I hope you keep on getting involved this series. And NABARD is playing excellent role. Whatever export India is going to have in the future from agriculture impacting the GDP, it's going to be irrigated agriculture. We all know that, but if we ignore soil health, if we ignore environmental quality, if we ignore what I call climate change, I think those are the challenges irrigation agriculture is going to face. So thank you for highlighting those.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Dr. Indramani.
Thank you. Actually, it was wonderful. Inkarsal, after long time, I saw you. One simple advice in continuation to Professor Singh's, advice that in all these programs like Pokhara and this Baliraja, Sanjeevani, Jal Sanjeevani, universities' participation is really minimal. So there must be, and although we are there, but very, very minimal participation. So very important suggestion that, you can, basically we should review with NABARD, with universities, if you can organize, we can organize a meeting, some kind of one-day workshop, and then we can discuss this thing. Very, very important role. They are taking our technology, that is good thing. But involvement should be there to implement those technologies also. At least that is not, in practice. So this is one suggestion which you can basically take up from NABARD side. Thank you.
Dr. Indramani, I want to add here my experience because I was an M&E agent, consultant for NABARD for 4 years. I know how much difficult it was for me to get the university people from one of the agriculture universities to talk about soil. Okay. It was very difficult to get the people, the professors to come and to participate. So this is another problem I see actually in the field. Professors, what they preach, they don't follow it. So we have to take care of, we have to change universities also. Then NABARD, my experience of 4 years associated with them, they're very willing to come, but the universities must come also. Sorry. Now you can come and please. I'm sorry to tell my opinion.
No, sir. Yeah, let me take it as a very sincere advice from my beloved senior and Dr. Indramani Misraji. I think, we should, somewhere we have to break. Now, these platforms are not to just to discuss scientific ideas rather than do a network. So when sir is willing to do something, probably I may have some bad experience or the university would have had bad experience, but we will be acting as a kind of agents to bring both the sides together. So I think, sir, I take your advice. Probably I will put a word to our Maharashtra regional office also. And in fact, they have come and attend meetings. So I also participate in the meetings. And even the senior level, the politicians, they are very keen to get technical inputs because it's not reaching them. So we sometimes, many times we get a chance to speak to directly to the people. So that time definitely we will put a word so that, we make good use of your hard work. It is ultimately for the farmers. Thank you, sir.
Correct. Thank you.
Professor Manjeet Singh, others, can you mute, please? Some sound is coming. Can you mute rest of all of you? Professor Manjeet Singh. Dr. Manjeet Singh, you can ask question. Okay. Ravish Maheshwari. Dr. Ramesh Kanwar.
Yeah, I'll come on it. When I revived the regional committees in early 90s, I put 4 DGM of NABARD on each of the 8 regional committees. I found that there are 32 regions in NABARD, and each region has 4 DGM. So I nominated all the 4 DGM in each regional committee. And some of the feedback I got in those days from DGM, they said that in 1 day's time or 2 days' time, they learned so much about agriculture, which they had not learned in their lifetime. So there is already a mechanism, only how to revive it and practice it. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Ramesh Kanwar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you again. My brief comment. I think Dr. Indramani mentioned the kind of cooperativeness or collaboration between NABARD and universities. Dr. Indramani, I think we have to encourage our universities to participate more aggressively than we should be expecting from others, especially, like I said, we should advertise these seminars to all our PhD students. They don't have to ask questions. They can simply sit here and learn. It's a wonderful opportunity. So I think that's the direction we need to follow.
Yeah, so thank you, Mr. Inkarsal. Very
Who is that?
Useful.
Wait a second. Who is that?
Yeah. So, am I audible? It's okay. Hello.
Who is speaking?
Dr. Manjeet.
Sorry. Yeah.
Hello.
Please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Please go ahead. He's having some problem.
I'm not audible. Hello.
No, you can speak. You can hear me. Can you hear me? No, he cannot hear.
Yes, sir. Okay. Please go ahead.
In the meantime, let's have Suresh Kulkarni.
I will ask a brief question. I know time is constraint. Taking advantage of a expert person from NABARD, I would like to seek his opinion about the subsidy for this drip and sprinkler irrigation, because in India we are using from last 40 years almost. Now, is it really necessary to continue in the same fashion? Because there are a lot of problems in subsidy actually. So because subsidy is a double-edged sword, it is also killing the innovation and many things are happening. So what is your opinion, please? Thank you.
Sir, rather, it may be a kind of, I'm not an expert, but I can give my opinion, definitely. I think subsidy is also evolving over a period of time. So one side, the industry also has to sell new products, and the pilot testing is happening in the university. It has to reach the field. So subsidy is one way of getting things to.
Audible?
Yeah, you can speak now, Dr. Manjeet Singh. Let him speak now. Let him ask the question.
Let him complete.
Yes,
Hello?
ask his.
Yeah. So if you kindly see the kind of subsidy mechanisms, Telangana article. Yes, sir. You go ahead, sir. After that, I will answer to Mr. Suresh Kulkarni. Please.
No, Manjeet Singh cannot hear us. That's what he's trying. You go ahead.
Okay.
Please.
So I request Dr. Suresh Kulkarni, you can also have a word with how the Telangana horticulture mission, how they are implementing the drip irrigation subsidy. Even in case of Pokhara also, we have been to with Dr. Syed Ismail, I have visited some area. Nowadays, it is geotagging is possible. Nowadays, even whatever the assets which we are giving through subsidy is linked with Aadhaar and other, KYC norms are being, used. So slowly, I think, it is put into efficient use. So maybe I agree with you. It's what you call the two-edged sword. But when we look into some of the write-offs from the major industrial houses, farmers can also get some subsidy. Not an issue.
Okay. Manjeet Singh, can you hear me? You log out and come if you can hear me. Okay. Venki, you can ask your question or share.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm there.
Sir.
Go ahead, please.
Please, sir.
Hello? I don't know what is the issue. I'm not audible.
You log out and come, please.
Hello?
Yes, sir. You go ahead, please.
He cannot hear. Just I have to.
Then you can just.
That's Sayed.
You can.
I don't know what is the issue.
You are not audible.
I
You
can't
can
help you
write
from
on
here.
chat box. Just write on chat box.
Switch off video and try, sir. Audible.
It's okay. I think
Okay.
it is
Now,
9 minutes past 9.
Yeah. Just give me.
Rather, Dr. Manjeet, you can note down my number and you can call me also. 800 47 44.
He's not there. He is not there. I will share
fine.
with him. He's not.
You can share my number so that he can call also. And I think now, Venki sir, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Because of you, I am here today. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all. Okay. And in fact, it's not a question. Rather than I would like just express my compliments to both the speakers today, Dr. Manjeet Singh and Mr. Inkarsal. Okay. And in fact, both the industry and the colleges, okay, they innovate the technologies and probably ensure that it reaches the farmers, the end users. Okay. And at the same time, I also see that NABARD is, as I was telling, is something like playing an intermediary between the farmers and the college, universities and industries in ensuring that the product is financed either through bank directly or through refinancing the bank credit. Okay. In fact, the finance part plays a very vital role in deciding the adoption of technologies. However, the universities and industry, everybody, they come out with the new technologies. It is the finance part which decides whether to implement it or not implement it. Okay. And here comes the banks and NABARD. Okay. Since I earlier worked in bank and I knew about the NABARD schemes. I'm very much happy to say that, okay, both these banks and the NABARD play a very, very vital role in ensuring that technology ultimately moves to the farmers. Okay. And it is probably, in fact, I might ask one question to Mr. Inkarsal. See, earlier, am I audible?
Thank you.
Yeah, Venki, it's very
Ah,
late. Very
no
late.
problem. I know. I'm just
I
finishing
need
it.
about 3-4 minutes for the future of this program to decide.
Okay,
So
I'm
afterwards
finishing it.
you can continue if you
Yeah,
don't
I'm
mind.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
I will take 3 minutes because it's very important. All of us there. I told
Yeah,
3-4
please go
minutes to
ahead.
explain first the important thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, we have been conducting this webinar series for quite some time now, and the idea is actually I got interested. I started because I visited so many universities, institutes. There is something lacking, that the interest we are showing on publication, it doesn't go to showing to farmers. To the extent. I don't say anything wrong that publication is the most important, but I think that it doesn't reach the farmers. For example, many of the statements made like apps and all used by farmers. Even in Maharashtra, I ask people whether 100 farmers are using. Show me which farmers and what they benefit. So the idea is, what I'm talking is, the whole of this, our experts who are all senior most people, let us touch our heart and see whether we can change something really. Research is something different to give to farmers, because this water problem, I took it because every one of you talked about it is very serious problem for the next generations. So we are looking at what we can do. I see the key points here. I tell you from what I understand now. Uh, Rest of the things I put in the slide you have seen already. Key points: two things: how to measure water and how to apply water. Okay, apply water is the biggest problem because everybody says drip irrigation. Automation costs 3 to 4 lakhs per acre. Yesterday, I had one of the who were my classmate also. He has 40 acres land. He has already failed twice putting the all type of irrigation systems. He says, where the cheapest economical system available. So problem what we have is, when I visited universities, even TNA, any university, they have done research on the drip irrigation, everything on their own fields, but not in hundreds of hectares of land. Even though we have visited so many, I visited also in Pokhara for about 4 years, several farms. But the question is, can we do that? How do we focus it now? How do we all of us help? For example, measurement of water in different things, how to measure water in canal outlets, field water depth, how to measure it, tanks, pumps, how to make an application system which is cheaper, affordable. So I think probably we should concentrate on this. And the important point is the cost. I have put 5 of the pointers here. One is the water should be less, it should be soil good, and the cost, nutrition, and labor should be less. Less amount of labor should be used. This is the main point. And I think I covered everything to one slide for you to think about it and get back your opinion now, whatever possible. And the next week, when we have the series, we'll have another half an hour fixed only for discussion on the areas. Give specific ideas. For example, if somebody can talk about, like yesterday we talked about demand based, we can predict the demand based on temperature, humidity, pressure. Yes, I can give for about 200 devices you want, I can supply them. So you test it in a field, farmer's field. And you have somebody can afford to give, somebody has experience to give something else. In the part, we'll join together and do it practically to move to the farmer's field. With that, I stop here. I put for discussion.
I think it's enough now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Harminder Singh has a question. Two
Problem
questions
is
are
that
there.
he's not.
Ramesh Kanwar also. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah?
thank you, Dr. Sayed.
Dr.
Yeah.
Manjeet?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my point is on the water saving. What is happening in problem, as both the speakers already mentioned, that in Punjab, people are now on the automatic system. For example, in Punjab, when the electricity is there, the pumps are on. When the electricity gone, pumps are off. Right.
So whatsoever you're talking about, even Dr. Manjeet mentioned about many technology which are saving water, but it is also truth that in spite of all the technology, either a short duration variety or the machinery, laser leveling and all that, even every year our water table is going down. So I think we should have a me and Sayyid talking about on the affordable sensors, affordable wall for the last 5 years, right? Still, because people don't want to move from the automation because they are already in an automated mode. They don't worried about water. And another thing which Dr. Second speaker told, that yes, we should at least save water which is already available. Either it is a rainwater, which is it should there should be a zero runoff from our state. If we have a sufficient canal water, if we don't need it, then store it somewhere. So that's are my 2 points. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Ramesh Kanwar?
Thank you, Dr. Said, for taking the lead in this water seminar series. I have only comments regarding the logistics of these webinars. My first is that spending like 2 hours for each webinar is a lot of time for many of us. So my suggestion would be, let us keep 2 speakers for 1 hour and ask the speaker to highlight the point, what they want to make in 15 minutes, and keep 15 minutes for a question and answer session so that we can finish up in 30 minutes for each speaker. And we are done for 2 speakers in 1 hour. It can be done. The second question is, you are the best experts regarding what are the problems we are going to bring from agriculture and irrigation. Perfectly fine. But having 2 webinars in a series, Friday and Saturday, is too much, to be very honest. It has never happened, even at the university level in the US. So I think try to reduce the frequency so that we all can digest. I know we are very passionate, but I will try to participate, but this is my humble request. Even if you keep once a week or even once, say, 15 days, it will make things go very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think I would like to respond to that. Actually, yes, once in a week, if we keep interest, is right now also very difficult to get the speakers first, because most of the speakers in university, they talk about their research work only. So we try to fix people from different areas together. And if it goes for 6 months, because as I see it, there's nobody has done in Punjab till now. According to me, all this water scientists, everything, they're working for 30 years, 40 years. Like previous webinar, people told me 40 years they're working in biogas. I don't see it when I go there. So I thought we should try to see the interested people join together and do something probably within next 2 years coming out to the field. That is the reason I put in, and there's only 2 more sessions are there. We are not going to have it every month, only in the April. So we have got 2 more sessions of the speak will be there. That's what we want to decide. We'll probably postpone it. We'll try to get the people from other areas. Like we get not only professors this time, we got different angle people. So we also want to get some irrigation companies also plan to get some irrigation company idea. So I think idea is 15 minutes was excellent. Gajan Singh suggested this. But when I talk to the speakers, many of them say, no, I need minimum half an hour. This is a problem. I think a practical problem. I understand this. But we see even the audience is very difficult to get. But I think I would say around 100, 150 people are watching also on the YouTube afterwards. Okay. So we have almost coverage is around 200 people around watch total hour of this one. And it goes for a long time. So I'll take your some of the good points and then we'll discuss it and come back to you. Professor Manjeet Singh, please.
Hello. Am I
Yes.
audible now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Actually, I want to share as the person from NABARD. His second slide was the negative impact of irrigation, but he was reluctant that this is not true or some. He was hesitating, but he's true because crops don't need irrigation. Crops need moisture only. So he was right in that sense that we have to just give the moisture to the crops. But as flooding in Punjab, as that Sidhu was mentioning, that automation is there. I think automation is on later stage. If we can just introduce that ridge planting, bed planting, in these 2-3 techniques or AWD, which are not having any cost on this. So, but there is lack of awareness. The farmers are not accepting or not adopting. I don't know what is the issue. So first, because these ridge planting, bed planting, we are promoting from last 10-15 years, but farmers are not adopting. So if we can just give them this advice or advisory, or how we can do that. So this is the question. To adopt these technologies, simple technologies. So then later on, this will be automation or all these other stuffs will be there. So this is my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Ramesh Kanwar?
Please unmute.
Sorry, I pushed the button at that time. I had the idea to move forward, but it went out of my mind right now. So yeah, please go ahead.
No problem. Thank you, all of you, for attending this session. I would like Dr. Indramani to thank all of the people.
Thank you, please. Thank you. It was a wonderful discussion, and NABARD presentation was very, very interesting. And Dr. Manjeet Singh presented the engineering aspect, even machinery aspect to save water. So to new dimensions, it was a wonderful discussion, and Professor Kanwar's suggestions are also very, very important. So we will discuss and try to adhere to his suggestion. Thank you very much, and have a nice time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.